Hello everyone and welcome to WWE WrestleMania 38 predictions. I am Slim, joined by Seth. Hello Seth.
Hello.
And joined by Zac. Hello Zac.
Hello.
Alright, so we're going to start on WrestleMania SmackDown with a couple of matches that have been announced because I feel like they should be on the WrestleMania card and I want to do predictions for them. So these are going to count for night one predictions, even though they're not quite on night one. So first up we've got the Intercontinental Championship match, Ricochet versus Humberto versus Angel. Who do you have, Seth?
Rick.
Okay, Zac?
Ricochet.
Wyatt?
Because he only just won his title.
Yeah.
And Humberto and Angela a tag team.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Ricochet's going to retain because he's versing a tag team and he's just won his belt. So next up we've got the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. We've got, I believe it's 17 people in it. Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, Eric, Ivar, Commander Aziz, Akira Tozawa, Reggie, Drew Gulak, Madcap Moss, Mansoor, R-Truth, Shanky, Apollo Crews, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Robert Roode, and Jinder Mahal. Zac, who do you have?
I'll probably go. That's tricky.
Yes, there's
Probably.
not too many people that are actually going to win this.
I know. I'll probably go. Jinder Mahal.
Jinder, alright. If you wanna. Seth, who do you have?
Eric.
Okay.
Eric.
You're a weirdo. So I have picked someone that you wouldn't expect me to pick. Right? The obvious people to win this are either R-Truth, Aziz, Madcap, Priest, Cruz, or Balor. I reckon they're your six main people that you're probably going to expect to win. I don't think any of them are going to win. I think Priest and Balor, I reckon Balor's going to eliminate Priest, and Priest will cost Balor the win by eliminating him, which will set up a match for Mania, but we'll get to that. I've picked Jinder Mahal as well, simply because I saw a thing saying that Hulk Hogan reckons that Jinder could be the Hulk Hogan of now. And WWE is probably stupid enough to go with Jinder. So I'm going to pick Jinder and watch him win and watch it be shit. Right, so next up we've got Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title. Seth, who do you have?
I
mean, it's quite obvious.
Is it though?
Yes.
I don't know.
I can tell.
Okay then, Jake, who are you picking?
Me, I've picked Bianca Belair because she's winning.
I also want to pick her.
Why are you picking her?
Because she won last year's WrestleMania and Becky Lynch has won has the title for so long.
Yeah, exactly. Seth, who are you picking?
Lynch.
I thought you'd do that. I thought you'd go opposite of us because we made so many valid points.
Yep.
Yeah. Right, next up we've got Ray and Dominic versus the Miz and Logan Paul. Zac, who do you have?
Ray and Dominic.
Yep, why?
Because that
Because they're going to win.
yeah.
Yeah. Seth, who do you have?
I really hope that Miz wins, just because I would find it funny that Logan Paul is won at WrestleMania.
Well, Logan Paul's meant to have a run with WWE after Mania.
Which I would probably say Logan Paul and Dominic have about the same amount of experience.
One of them's been in WWE for a couple of years now, and the other one hasn't.
Yeah, but the other one has, wait, who are you talking about that doesn't have as much experience?
Well, Logan Paul's not been in WWE as an active superstar ever.
No, but he was, like, the best, like, wrestler in Ohio.
Who cares? It's not professional wrestling. It's amateur wrestling.
No. And?
There's a bit of a difference.
But a bit. How much of it's similar, though?
A bit. Hurry up
Well,
and pick somebody.
You know what? I'm picking The Miz and Logan Paul.
Okay, good. Next up, we've got Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. I should also mention, I'm picking Ray and Dominic because they're going to win. I think we already knew that. Now we've got Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. I'll go out and just say, I'm picking Drew. Who else is doing that?
I want Drew
Me.
to have broken dreams.
Drew's gonna win.
Yeah. Seth, you want him to have broken dreams, so you're picking Corbin.
No.
No, you're picking Drew as well? Good job. We all...
Yeah, until his entrance.
Yeah, well, everyone wants that, but we're not going to get that. So everyone's picked Drew. That's good. Next up, we got the SmackDown Tag Title match. Usos against Nakamura and Boogs. Zac, who do you have?
Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs.
Why?
Because Usos and Roman Reigns have done and lose their title at the same event.
Okay, well, that's a spoiler alert. You're picking in the main event tonight too.
Yeah.
Seth, who do you have?
I don't know. If I pick the Usos and they lose, then I don't get the point.
Exactly.
If I pick when they win, I don't know.
I'll make it easier for you. I'm picking the Usos because they're not losing the belts.
I'm also picking the Usos. The coin went up on heads.
Okay. Right, yeah. They're not losing the belts. I can't see it happening. Especially if Roman's not losing his belt. Spoilers. Right, next up we've got Sheamus and Ridge Holland versus The New Day. Seth?
The New Day.
Zac?
Sheamus and Ridge Holland.
Really? Why?
Butch.
Yeah, righto. I'm picking The New Day because Ridge Holland broke Big E's neck, so he's not winning at Mania. Yeah. Next up, we've got Seth freaking Rollins versus to be announced. Vince will tell us who that to be announced is when the match is starting. Yeah, I'm going to go last on this because I have a few ideas as to who the to be announced is. So Zac, you can go first here.
TBA, because I reckon it's going to be Shane McMahon.
Okay. Seth?
I flipped the coin, it landed on tails, so that's TBA.
Yep. Who do you think it's going to be?
The Miz.
You're weird.
The Miz.
Okay, I'm picking to be announced because it's either going to be one of three people, I believe. It's either going to be Shane McMahon, which they're bringing Shane back.
Not.
Shut up. They're bringing Shane back. So, and the original plan for Shane at the Rumble was to set up a match against Rollins at Mania. So that's entirely possible. Number 2, it could be Goldberg. I've heard that that's floating around. And number 3, what we all hope and what I think is going to happen, it'd be stupid to not do it because there's so much hype to it. It's Cody Rhodes, and Cody's winning. Yeah. And the next match, which is the end of the confirmed matches for night 1, we've got the SmackDown Women's Championship match, Charlotte versus Rousey. Seth, who do you have?
Charlotte.
Okay. Zach?
Ronda.
Yep. Rousey's winning. I don't think she's going to lose at all. So, yeah. And with that, that brings us to the unconfirmed matches for WrestleMania. We're just going to add them onto night 1. If they happen to take place on night 2, then they'll just move to night 2. But we're going to put them here just because it's easier to do it this way. We've got Finn Balor versus Damian Priest for the United States Championship. Zach, who do you have?
Finn Balor.
Okay, Seth?
The coin landed on heads.
So,
Finn.
okay. You know that if you don't tell us what they mean, the
Heads
coin
is
flip.
the person on top, always.
Okay. Because it doesn't make any sense for you to say it landed on heads and then have to pick one anyway. Yeah, I'm going with Bella because I can't see Bella losing right now to Priest, at least. So, yeah. And the other unconfirmed match is Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Zach, who do you have?
Well, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Obviously. Seth, what about you?
The coin landed on heads, so Stone Cold.
Yeah, Stone Cold's not losing this if he has the match.
If it happens.
Yeah, if it happens, he's not losing. So, yeah.
I don't think it will.
I reckon it will. I reckon that they're either going to set it up to happen on night 2 with the Kevin Owens show on night 1, or it's going to take place as, like, you know, during the Kevin Owens show, basically.
I think Stone Cold Steve Austin will do a stunner on KO and then walk out.
Yeah, I don't know. But I reckon that even if they do that, they'll set it up for night 2. But, yeah. Right, moving on to night 2, and we've got a Fatal 4-Way match for the Women's Tag Team Championships. We've got Queen Zelina and Carmella versus Sasha and Naomi versus Rhea and Liv versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler. Out of them, there's one team that's definitely not losing. It might be the last one because it's got Natalya on it. Seth, who do you have?
Definitely not Natalya.
Obviously.
The rest of them are actually somewhat... Oh no, never mind.
Queen Zelina and Carmella are not winning.
Nope, they're not.
Yeah, they're not.
Thanks, Naomi might. Ripley and Liv might, so 50-50. Ripley and Liv.
Okay, Zach?
Ripley and Liv.
Really? I'm going Sasha and Naomi because it's obvious that they're winning it. Yeah, okay. Next up, we've got the Anything Goes match between Knoxville and Sami Zayn. Who do you have, Zach?
Johnny.
You got Johnny Knoxville.
What?
Yeah, okay. Seth?
Not Knox.
Okay. I'm going to take Johnny Knoxville because I think they're going to do a whole bunch of jackass skits in the back. Which
What,
then...
like giant hand?
Yeah, giant hand and all that sort of shit. So,
Oh, next one's hard.
so then, you know,
Not really.
Sammy's going to lose. Next up, we've got Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee. Zach, who do you have then?
I'm gonna go Pat McAfee.
You got Pat? Yeah, okay. Seth?
I got Pat.
Yeah, I'm going Pat as well. I can't see him losing this, simply because he's actually a pretty good wrestler. And, yeah, I don't think he's going to lose. I just don't. Next up, we've got the Raw Tag Team Championship match. We've got RK Bro defending against the Street Profits and Alpha Academy. Seth, who do you have?
seeing that WWE recently removed marijuana from the wellness policy, RK Bro.
But Riddle will be stoned out of his mind and probably just
So he won't
not
feel
do
anything.
But he also will probably not do anything.
Yes, but Randy will do fine.
I mean, there's only so many RKOs one can dish out.
He hit one on Mark Henry that one time.
That's nice. Zach, who do you have?
I'm gonna go the Street Profits.
You're going Profits? I am also going Profits. Why are you going Profits?
Because the only reason RK Bro won was that Street Profits won a week before him, so they could have a WrestleMania opportunity.
Yeah. I'm thinking that Alpha Academy's only in it so that they can take the fall, and I think the Profits are going to win so that the Profits and RK Bro can have a feud. You could possibly turn one of the two teams heel after this as well, so yeah, Profits for the win. Yeah. Next up, we've got Edge versus AJ Styles. Zach, who do you have?
AJ by disqualification.
Alright. Seth?
Edge.
Edge?
Edge.
Alright. I'm going to take Styles, simply because it all feels like Edge has been, this massive heel that Styles can't get one up on. So he needs to get the win here, I reckon. Next up, we've got Bobby Lashley versus Omos. Zach, who do you have?
Bobby Lashley.
Why?
Because Bobby only just made a return, makes sense that he'll beat Omos.
I 100,000% agree.
The only thing about that is, if Bobby wins against Omos, then Omos is just useless at that point. I
mean, they haven't used Omos in months. Since he broke up with AJ, they haven't used him, so... I mean...
But now...
But now is no different.
Now if they use him, and he beats Bobby Lashley in... his first ever WrestleMania match.
No, his first
That's
ever...
a pretty big...
His first ever match was with AJ Styles at Mania last year, and they won the belts.
Well, the first ever...
Singles match?
Solo Mania match.
Yeah?
First ever singles match?
Yeah, that's what you mean. I mean, I think they've brought Omos in and said he's having a singles match, and they've tried to make it all about Omos, so that Bobby Lashley can come back and beat Omos. And yeah, Bobby's only just made his return. I can't see him losing this. So yeah. Right, and the final match of WrestleMania is the unification match between the WWE and the Universal Championships. We've got Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Seth, who do you have?
The big dumb farmer.
You got Lesnar.
Yeah.
Alright. Zach, who do you have?
Lesnar.
Why?
Because the only reason Brock Lesnar won the WWE Championship was that he could beat Roman Reigns, so he'd have both titles. Then he will lose the WWE Championship, but have the Universal Championship. So Roman can't win.
Okay. Well, I'm going Roman Reigns because the whole reason why Brock won the belt was so that they could unify the belts at Mania with Roman winning, which would then give Roman enough people to fight, given that he's now going to fight people on Raw as well. He's got enough people to fight so that he can make it as champion all the way through to Mania next year, where he's going to face The Rock and beat The Rock. And then after that, they'll take the belt off him at some point, I guess. But until then, he's not losing the belts. So, yeah.
We can't have Roman Reigns have the title for 1,000 days.
Yeah, we can.
You can.
I mean,
easily.
How long did Bruno Sammartino hold the belt? He held it for like 5 years or something without dropping it. So, I mean, it's Roman. He could probably do that. I can't see Roman losing this at all.
Bruno held it for 2,803 days.
which was
7 years, 8 months, and a day.
there you go. Was that with both reigns or just one?
I think that was one. Have another look.
Yeah.
Held the WWF World Heavyweight Championship for 7. It doesn't say.
Doesn't say. Yeah, it's alright. But yeah, so Roman could definitely hold it for 1,000 days. Yeah.
Still only half as many as Bruno.
It doesn't matter. I mean, somebody's not going to hold the belt for 7 years. not nowadays.
Not in one reign.
No. But yeah, those have been our WrestleMania 38 predictions. I've been Slim, joined by Seth, say goodbye Seth.
So
And joined by Zac, say goodbye Zac.
Goodbye.
Like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, follow the Facebook, Twitter and Twitch, links those are in the description. Let us know your predictions in the comment section down below, and other than that, thanks for watching, goodbye and good night.